It's so strange that I have no problem telling the entire internet that I'm gay, but I couldn't even tell my own family. To me, that is just ridiculous, so I decided to fix this whole situation. I had to. My conscience pretty much required it. I mean, I'm gonna be 20 years old this year, and I can't keep this a secret forever. I shouldn't have to. If I can be honest with myself and with you, then I should be honest with my family, too. Of course, when I talk to you guys, I try to be pretty well composed, but when it comes to talking about something like this with my own family, I was just so nervous. I didn't even know how you're supposed to bring this up. So I took it one step at a time. A few weeks ago, I came out to my sister. She's actually the first person I've come out to in person. And when I told her, I went about it in a sort of lengthy and indirect fashion, and I just said, "Do you see what I'm getting at here?" And she said, "Yeah," and I told her, "I'm gay." And she was like, "Yeah, you are." And I was like, "Yeah, I am." She already knew. She doesn't care, she doesn't have a problem with it, and that was really encouraging because I was so anxious beforehand. But afterwards, I realized it wasn't that bad at all. I felt a lot better. Of course, then she says, "Don't tell Mom," and I'm like, "Oh, come on." So last night I came out to my mom, and it was one of the scariest things I've ever done. But my sister was there, so that was really helpful, and I just told everyone, "Okay, we gotta have a little conference." And I sort of danced around the subject for a little bit just to try and feel out how she would react. And my sister was like, "Just tell her." And I was like, "I'm getting to that." And my mom says, "What, are you gonna tell me you're gay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gay." And she was like, "I know," and she doesn't have a problem with it. And we talked for a while, and it's all good, everything's fine. Of course, I was like, "Wow, you guys already knew? I wonder who else knows." And my mom was like, "Well, it's not like you try to hide it. I mean, really, just look at me, how could you not know?" Anyway, I was so relieved that it all went over so well, and this is something that was important to me, because I've been hiding this for something like 10 years, and that's just not healthy. I had to do this for the sake of my own well-being, and this is something that helps society too, because when people personally know someone who's gay, this influences their opinions. Gay people aren't just some abstract other anymore, they see us as real people, and this is very helpful, especially when anti-marriage amendments are on the ballot. They understand that when they vote against marriage, they're not just voting against some distant group. They're voting against their own relatives, their friends, their co-workers, the people they know. And it's important that they understand this, because there are still a lot of deranged people out there who expect me to live a secret life of shame and guilt and self-loathing because they think the almighty creator of the universe has an opinion on who I'm supposed to sleep with, or just because they're personally uncomfortable with it and they don't want to acknowledge reality and accept that we exist. Coming out means telling these people, no, I won't be miserable just because you want me to be, I won't hate myself just because you hate me, and I won't live my life on your terms. I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm not going to hide it anymore.